Is this not one of your sales?
No.
Oh. Jesus.
Hello. Is there any changes?
Just had a bit of a laugh here. Come on. Welcome to today's Premier Greyhound sales. We are ready, and the first two Greyhounds in this first trial are out and on parade. Just to let you know, there's just one alteration to today's sales, and that will be trial 25, lot 49, trap 2, Asian Camilla is not here. There's no reserve, so that will just be a solo. So it's a one and only alteration to today's sales. In this first trial, we've got trap 2 Gizmo Bahoo and trap 4 Affleck Assassin behind boxes, lots 1 and lots 2 respectively. So the magical bail is Gizmo Bahoo, and a Ballymac Bolger August 22 pup Affleck Assassin. Hair runs then for our first trial of the day. Good luck to all involved. Hair approaches, and away we go. And Affleck Assassin is the first to show from the traps, but pacing up into the turn now is Gizmo Bahoo, who barges his way to the front. They collide there at the second turn, and grittily Affleck Assassin tries to stick with Gizmo Bahoo, has extended into a 2-length lead at the third turn now and goes on. Gizmo Bahoo very green out in front. His rival there, Affleck Assassin, just running up in behind him, and this has handed the initiative once more back to Gizmo Bahoo, who kept on well. The penny dropped in the end. And round to the drop. Very, very young green greyhounds, the pair of these, for our opening trial of the day. Result of the first trial was first trap 2 Gizmo Bahoo in a 24.62 and beat Affleck Assassin, who recorded 24.84. The next trial is trial 2. In box 2 is Knockmount Venus, who is a daughter of Burgess Bucks, a June 22 whelp. And trap 5, Knockmount Sassy, who's a black and white daughter of Ballymac Bolger, April 22. Out on parade then for the next. Couple of marks on the card for Knockmount Venus at Drumbo Park. Was third, beaten 8 lengths, recording a 29.85 over the 525 yard trip. And Knockmount Sassy had a race at Mullingar and was second, beaten half a length with a calculated time of 29.64. All boxed. Hare runs then for trial 2. Stand by. Hare behind traps. Lids rising off and racing to a fairly level line. Early pace from Knockmount Sassy. Up on the inside now is Knockmount Venus. They collide, just ran off there, Knockmount Venus, and took the ground of Knockmount Sassy. Down the far side, Venus extends now, goes 3 lengths clear into the third turn. Takes that bend a little better, and as they turn for home now, Knockmount Venus only with a 2 length lead from Knockmount Sassy. Just pulling away in the closing stages, Venus, and again edging clear on the way round to the drop. Result of trial 2 was first trap 2 Knockmount Venus in a 24.37 to 4.37, and second was Knockmount Sassy in a 24.61, 2 beating 5 there in the second trial. On to trial 3 then, and the 2 here is Kipper Arrow, who's a son of Ballymac Anton out of Silver Solution, November 22, very young greyhound, just had 1 trial at Cork recently, was second. And 5, Orange Jacket, is Twinners, who has trialled at Waterford recently, again coming second, beaten 2 lengths. A September 22, son of Magical Bow out of Dreammere. So 2 young greyhounds here, prepared for trial 3. Greyhound's going in there for trial 3. And Kipper Arrow in 2. Twinners will exit trap 5. Starters happy, wave the flag then, and the hare is on the move for trial 3. Set. And dash away. Oh, 2 missed the kick completely. Kipper Arrow was kipping in the boxes as Twinners takes them along into the turn. Steering a middle to wide course there. And Kipper Arrow trying to make up ground now and doing a very, very good job of it. It's got the gap down to about 3 lengths going into the third turn and closing all the time as Kipper Arrow comes sweeping on by around the last 2 turns. Very impressive. A slow start and dashed away. Kipper Arrow pulling clear in the closing stages from Twinners, who showed that early dash and couldn't quite maintain the gallop up towards the line. Strong performance there from Kipper Arrow. Very taking performance of the son of Ballymac Anton. So results trial 3 there. First trap 2, Kipper Arrow. Winner's time was 24.68, 24.68. And Twinners recorded a 24.98. Next trial is trial 4. In the blue are 2, Droopy's Tootsie, as daughter of Droopy Sydney, out of Droopy's Gifted, a November 22 whelp. And in box 5 we've got Droopy's Yoda, a son of Droopy's Noah, out of Droopy's Dorothy, again a November 22. So young greyhounds here from the Droopy's kennel for trial 4 out on parade. Going in the boxes then for trial 4. Hare set in motion. Stand by. Trial 4. They're set. Off and away, and a good start from Droopy's Yoda, who takes them along in the early stages, some 3 lengths clear into the turn. Around about a middle course, I'd say, from 2's, railing quite nicely Droopy's Tootsie in behind and looks to close into the third turn. It's Droopy's Yoda with only a length and a half lead now from Droopy's Tootsie, who just had to dab the brakes there in behind at the third turn, but now starts to pick up and powers to the line, but didn't quite get there. Droopy's Yoda holds on, but Droopy's Tootsie goes sweeping on by and goes clear round to the pickup. 2 very nice young pups there. Winner's time around about a 23.78 looks like there on the clock, so very, very impressive workouts there from the pair of them. Result trial 4 was first trap 5, Droopy's Yoda, held on in a 23.78, and Droopy's Tootsie was just a head behind with a fast finishing effort in 23.80. Moving on to trial 5, and the Greyhounds you can see are out on parade for trial 5. In 2 we've got Perfecto Lomax, and in 5 Rapido Arlo. Perfecto Lomax is an August 22 puppy by Droopy Sydney out of Scooter, and Rapido Arlo is November 22, a daughter of Kinloch Bray out of Vancouver, so nicely bred. Rapido Arlo, the last one to go in then. Starters happy, both facing the right way. Hare is on the move then for trial 5. Hare behind traps, and away we go. Best start was Perfecto Lomax in the early stages to go some 2.5 lengths clear into the turn. Just cut across there, Rapido Arlo, and maybe just glance the inside running rail in behind. Down the back straight, Perfecto Lomax goes on, extending into a 5-6 length lead at the third turn. And Perfecto Lomax is in a bit of a hurry here, coming up the last bend, still with a 5-6 length cushion, and maintains the gallop all the way to the wire. Rapido Arlo couldn't really live with that one, but you'll note will keep going round to the drop, so stays probably further than the 380 metre trip, and has joined his rival at the drop. The result of trial 5. First trap 2, Perfecto Lomax in an all-the-way victory in 24.03. Very impressive on the iron. Beat Rapido Arlo, very green in behind, 24.45. There is now a short break while the track will be regraded. Just looking back on the first 5 trials, trial we've just seen there, so a little short break and we'll be back very shortly. Next trial is trial 6. Blaze Away Betty in 2 and Honestly No Rush in 4. And away we go. Honestly No Rush is the first to show from the boxes and shows a nice turn of early pace and quickly sets up a 4 or 5 length lead around the first 2 turns and down the far side. Honestly No Rush has extended away some 8 lengths clear now at the 3rd turn, and Blaze Away Betty's really struggling to keep tabs with this youngster as they come off the last turn. Honestly No Rush keeps up maintaining this relentless pace, and let's watch him round to the drop now. Yeah, just coming back slightly as Blaze Away Betty is trying to stay on, but a good early pace performance from Honestly No Rush, who's a son of Droopy Sydney, September 22 whelp out of Mon Ami, so a nicely bred greyhound. Honestly No Rush, 23.32, fastest of the day. Wow. Result trial 6 was first track for Honestly No Rush in a 23.32, the fastest time of the day. Blaze Away Betty was second in 24.06. Next trial is trial 7. We've got trap 2 Lady Ava, who's a daughter of Broadstrand Bono out of Donation, nicely bred greyhound. And Nicky the Second is an October 22 whelp, son of King Sheeran out of Late Hyena. It's trial 7. Next up here at Crayford Sales. Greyhound's going in. 4 trial 7. 2 is Lady Ava. And 5 is Nicky the Second. Hare's on the move then. 4 trial 7. And away we go. A fairly levelish sort of line. Green is shown from Nicky the Second, the brindle there. Just stuck the head up slightly, getting used to the contours here of Crayford as Lady Ava sets the pace down the far side and goes into a 2-length lead into the 3rd turn. Nicky the Second, again, just dabbing the brakes there. Doesn't really know what it's all about around Crayford. And Lady Ava extended away here and gone on to win by around about 5-6 lengths in the end. Lady Ava, probably the more streetwise of the pair, you'd say. Very, very green in behind Nicky the Second, still learning his game, the brindle son of King Sheeran. Result trial 7 then was first trap 2, Lady Ava. Williams' time there was 24.19 and beat Nikki the second, who recorded a 29.62. Very, very green, that pup in behind. Trial 8 then. 2 is Rossetti Hiker, who's a black and white son of Burgess Bucks out of Rossetti. Us and a December 22 whelp, so a very, very young greyhound. And also Lissa Mate there, daughter of Burgess Bucks, Rossetti UK. Rossetti Mari in trap 5. Recently had a trial at Clonmel. Looks to be finishing second there, beating 3 lengths in a 17.18, and similar sort of times. Rossetti Hiker, slightly faster times for the brother there, Rossetti Hiker. Be interesting trial then, this one. 2 young comrades, December 22 whelps going into boxes for trial 8. And that's it. They're both in. Hair runs then. Hair approaches. The lids rise and away we go with 5 showing pace on the outside. Rossetti Mari into the turn, trying to match that rival. The brother now pushes his way to the front, just runs off a true line out the second turn, mind, and it's nip and tuck down the back straight. Hiker now on the outside in the blue jacket of 2. Runs the bend much better there, though, and goes on a length clear from his sister, Rossetti Mari, who's trying to stick with him, but up towards the line, just extending away. 2.5 lengths in the end. Rossetti Hiker left a lot on the track there, but showed some nice pace. Rossetti Hiker. And Rossetti Mari, his sister. A couple of little bumps and knocks there around the first 2 turns. And plenty in the tank. So the winner's time there was 24.21 for Rossetti Hiker, and the second, Rossetti Mari, 24.35. So next trial, trial 9, and it's the Derry girls that are here out on parade. Tina's Minnie is a daughter of Ballymac Bolger and Tina's Peggy, September 22, and her sister is in box 5 here, Tina's Liberty. Minnie has been sprinting in Derry, was second, beaten ahead back in April, whereas Tina's Liberty has been running over the 4-bend trip there, the 500-yard trip in Derry, and a couple of wins on the board as well, 28.54, the best of those, again on the same night in April. So from the north of Ireland, know it well, Tina's Minnie and Tina's Liberty next for trial 9. Hare runs. Hare approaches. Hare behind boxes and away and racing, and it is first to show from the boxes. Tina's Liberty pacing up now up on the inside and running quite nicely at the first turn, just edged off at the second bend, Tina's Minnie, but has a narrow call at the halfway stage, and it's Sisterly Love now into the third turn, closely matched here. Minnie's up on the inside, Liberty on the outer. Liberty now comes and gets to grips with her sister and goes on, and Liberty pulls clear in the closing stages for a resounding success. That 500-yard form comes to the fore, and the sprinting type Tina's Minnie was beaten around about 4 lengths in the end. Tina's Liberty proving the stronger there. Good trial, that one. Result of trial 9 then. First track 5, Tina's Liberty, in a winner's time of 24.15, 24.15. Beat trap 2, Tina's Minnie, in 24.45. So the next pair of greyhounds for us to look at here is in trial 10. Trap 2 is Sow the Seed, the son of Skywalker Canny, out of Blackwalk Joanne, September 22 whelp. And another September 22 whelp is Always Believe, who's a daughter of Broadstone Bono and Foxhill Nancy. No marks on the card for Always Believe. But there was a cork trial for Sow the Seed in trap 2 here. Sprint trial 17.84 to qualify. Just arrived behind the traps in for trial 10. And after this trial there will be a short break while the track is regraded. That's it. Hare is on the move for trial 10. Sow the Seed in 2. Always Believe in 5. And away we go. And Sow the Seed is the first to show from the boxes. Just moves off a middle and just bumps into Always Believe. Runs off a true line as well. And Always Believe now cuts up on the inside and now tries to go on. But coming back for more now is Sow the Seed into the third turn. It's Sow the Seed going on. Just chops across Always Believe there and force that one to check at the third bend. Sow the Seed going on now, showing big signs of greenness but plenty of ability here. Sow the Seed running all the way around to the drop and quite impressive in the end. Just didn't really handle the first turn too well. It's very, very difficult for a young pup to run the bend here first time at Crayford. Sow the Seed then winning quite nicely in 24.15. Ah. Just a correction to the time there, I got a bit above myself. It was Trap 2 Sow the Seed winning in the 24.03, so 24.03. And Beat Always Believe, who recorded 24.29. There'll be a little break now while the track is regraded. Just looking back on the 5 trials that we've seen, well, the first one, the trial 6 line, where honestly No Rush was mighty impressive on the eye and on the clock as well, recording a 23.32, showing nice early dash. Lady Ava won in a 24.19 in the very next trial, trial 7. And that trial there, Sow the Seed, showing signs of greenness, but in the end going on for a nice victory, and you could probably mark that down as a little bit of a better run, couldn't you? The 24.03 there, that trial 10. The next trial is trial 11. Trap 2 is Good Pippi, who's got no marks on the card. A daughter of Sign It Ace, out of Free From Desire. A December 22, very, very young greyhound. And trap 5 is Ruthless. Again, no marks on the card. A son of Droopy Sydney and a Billy's Diva. September 22, really, really well-bred greyhound. So an interesting trial for trial 11. The greyhounds are just arriving at the boxes now for this next. Just to let you know if there are any latecomers here, lot 49 isn't here today, so trial 25 will be a solo for Stone Park Shadow. That's the only one alteration to today's sales. Checked over. Hare's on its way then for trial 11. Up go the Liz, and Ruthless with a decent break along with Good Pippi. They match strides into the turn. Oh, Good Pippi just ran off there and give Ruthless a bit of a clump there at the first bend, just showing a bit of greenness on the first look at Crayford here. Ruthless now gets into top gear and now shoots 2 lengths clear around the last 2 bends. And Ruthless, a son of Droopy Sydney, going on 3 lengths clear now and making his best of his way home. Ruthless, very, very impressive. Got a knock at the first turn as Good Pippi just ran off somewhat. You can see the both of them still keeping on right the way round to the pickup. Nice trial, trial 11. Result of trial 11 was first trap 5, Ruthless, in a 23.91, 23.91, and beat Good Pippi in 24.11. Next trial 12 is trap 2, Mikey's Curly. It was an August 22 Whelper, son of Ballymac Anton, out of Mikey's Gift. And 5 is Kipper Barra, who's also by Ballymac Anton, out of Silver Solution. Slightly younger though, November 22. And both of these got no marks on their card. Head runs then for trial 12. And away we go. Kipper Barra, the first to show from the boxes. A narrow call into the turn. Mikey's Curly now gets up on the inside, runs off and takes the ground of Kipper Barra, who tried to rail there at the first bend. And down the far side, Mikey's Curly again showing good pace on the straights and kicking on into a 4-5 length lead now. Mikey's Curly again just running off slightly, just getting used to the contours here at Crayford, steering a middle course coming home. Mikey's Curly wins it. And wins it nicely. Both very, very green, these greyhounds. No marks on their card whatsoever. Mikey's Curly coming out the better. Results of trial 12 was first trap 2, Mikey's Curly, with a winner's time of 24.30, 24.30. And second trap 5, Kipper Barrow, who clocked 24.84. So next trial now is trial 13. In 2, we've got Blaze Away Kiss, who's a daughter of Malachi. Will She Pass? Feb 23, real babe. This one, and the Lissa brother is in box 4, Blaze Away Noir. So 2 very, very young greyhounds here. Sean Conway, the breeder. So trial 13, then traps 2 and 4 here. Feb 23, sister and brother. They're behind traps, and away we go. Fairly level break there, and Blaze Away Noir just edged in a little bit, but now has picked up and showed slightly better early pace into the turn, and just trying to hold his feet there around the first couple of turns, and does so admirably, and now kicks on. Blaze Away Noir then, in front of his sister Kiss, has still got around about a 2-length cushion. Very, very green, the pair of them. Blaze Away Noir is trying really hard to maintain this gallop all the way to the wire, and wins by just over a length maybe in the end. Blaze Away Noir beats Blaze Away Kiss, who kept on strongly round to the drop, you'll note. Result trial 13 was first trap 4, Blaze Away Noir, in the time of 24.13, 24.13, and beat his sister Blaze Away Kiss 24.19. 2 promising pups there, very, very young indeed. Feb 23 whelps. Next trial is trial 14. In the blue of 2, we've got Perfecto Gaz, who's a son of Droopy Sydney out of Scooter, August 22, and a couple of trials to qualify in Waterford. And trap 5 is Rapido Treat, who again is by Droopy's Sydney. She's out of Enable, this bitch, May 22 whelp. Recently had a trial at Waterford. When I say recently, December, so it's a fair while back. So let's see how we go for trial 14 then. Hare runs. Here comes the bunny. Up go the lids. And it's the 2, Perfecto Gaz, the first to show into the turn. Has a 2-length lead over Rapido Treat. Oh, just runs off there, going so fast for Perfecto Gaz there. He went out the second bend quite violently there. He straightens up now and still maintains this lead of around about 3 lengths, and again just running off a true line there, just not quite handling the curves here at Crayford, but plenty of speed on the straights and keeps on nicely. Perfecto Gaz, an all the way winner, left plenty on the track there. This son of Droopy Sydney, August 22, and very, very green on the turns, but plenty of pace on the straights in trial 14. And the result of trial 14 was first trap 2, Perfecto Gaz, with a time of 23.91, 23.91. And second was trap 5, Rapido Treat, 24.13. There we go then for trial 15. Away and racing, and Zenta is the first to show from 5. Has a 3-length lead already from Stone Park Alf, who's trying to bridge the gap now. Just caught the heels though of Zenta coming out the second bend down the far side. Look at Stone Park Alf gathering momentum now and kicking into a 1.5 length lead at the 3/4 pole. Zenta now has been left behind after showing that early dash, but Stone Park Alf is going to run away with this trial in the closing stages. Probably want to be drawn middle to wide, I fancy. But he's gone right the way around to the drop in impressive fashion. The son of Droopy Sydney, August 22. Stone Park Alf, an emphatic winner of trial 15. Result of trial 2, Stone Park Alf won in a 24.22, 24.22, beat Zenta, who clocked 24.66. There will now be a break while the track is regraded. Just looking back on that third session there. Some nice efforts. Ruthless in particular showed some nice back straight pace and came home strongly to beat Good Pippi for the Kennedys in trial 11. And again, green action from Blaze Away Noir, but still managed to win his trial in trial 13. Perfecto Gaz, another one that showed early pace and didn't really handle the track in all truth, but still clocked a very respectable 23.91. So plenty to take out of that session. Some really nice young pups on offer here today at the Premier Sales. So the next trial is trial 16. In trap 2 we have Droopy's Isabel, who's a daughter of Caldavani Hoffer out of Droopy's Thelma, Jan 23, very young puppy. And trap 5 is Droopy's Sunbeam, who's a white and blue daughter of Droopy's Sydney out of Droopy's Sweet, November 22 whelp. Here runs then for trial 16. And away we go, and Droopy's Isabel pops out the boxes and has a length lead into the turn. Droopy's Sunbeam trying to match her rival though, and races a really good line there at the first turn for a youngster, and now quickens on. Down the far side, Droopy's Sunbeam showing nice middle gears now and goes into a 2.5 length lead over Droopy's Isabel, who's trying to keep tabs now and come back for more off the last. Just caught heels there as she turned off the last bend, straightening up, and Droopy's Sunbeam goes on and beats Droopy's Isabel, who was not disgraced back in second, it has to be said, when she tried to challenge again coming off the last bend. But Droopy's Sunbeam, November 22, daughter of Droopy's Sydney, wins trial 16. So trial 16 there was first trap 5, Droopy's Sunbeam, 2360, 2360, and second was trap 2, Droopy's Isabel with a 2380. Nice trial there for trial 16. Moving on to trial 17 then. In 2 we've got Gizmo Forever, who's a daughter of Magical Bale out of Down the Green, August 22 whelp. And 4 will be Affleck Sindar, who's a son of Ballymat Bolger out of Affleck Macy, August 22 also. So that's trial 17. Next up on the agenda. Dogs loading up then for trial 17. Lot 33 is Gizmo Forever. And lot 34, Affleck Sindar. Hare runs then for trial 17. Stand by. Ready. Set. And away. Level sort of break there, and it's Gizmo Forever showing the better early zip into the turn. Just hesitated there a little bit, showing signs of greenness, and in behind Affleck Sindar's trying to gather pace down the far side. It's Gizmo Forever by a length. Affleck Sindar steering a middle to wide course, and now comes up to join his rival up on the outside. The tighter line though from Gizmo Forever, just maintaining a narrow advantage. Here comes Affleck Sindar, late to force a tight one there in trial 17. Gizmo Forever, really good buckle that was between the pair of them. No quarter given between these two young greyhounds. Gizmo Forever just prevailing from the threat of Affleck Sindar. Result of trial 17, first trap 2, Gizmo Forever, with a time of 23.95, and beat his rival Affleck Sindar by a head 23.97. Next trial is trial 18, trap 2 is Manila Wildcat, who's a daughter of Dorota's Wildcat out of rural Maui, Feb 22 whelp. And trap 5 is Knocked Off Sally, who's a daughter of Explosive Boy out of Ashwood Adelpha, September 22 youngster. So Greyhounds out on parade here for trial 18, which is upcoming next. So both housed in the boxes then. These two for trial 18. Manila Wildcat in 2, Knocked Off Sally in 5. Lids rise and away we go. Again, fairly level break here and showing pace into the turn. Manila Wildcat will take the inside line but just run off there. Just took the ground of Knocked Off Sally as well, who's trying to just hold her feet there coming out the second bend. Into the third turn now. Manila Wildcat still with a length advantage, still showing signs of greenness out in front and getting used to the contours here at Crayford. Spinning wide there was Knocked Off Sally, but did come back and try and force a photo there in this trial 18 and then went past and was in front going round to drop Knocked Off Sally. So more of a staying performance there from the orange jacketed runner. So the result of trial 18 was first trap 2, Manila Wildcat 24.38, beat rival trap 5, Knocked Off Sally in a 24.41, prevailing by a fast diminishing neck. Next trial is trial 19. The 2 will be Epic Diamond, who is a daughter of Ice on Fire out of Royston News, July 22 whelp. A couple of trials at Shelburne and Kilkenny earlier in the year. And J.K. Craze, who's a son of Good News out of Portumna Marina, an August 22 puppy, who's had trials at Kilkenny to qualify recently over both 2 and 4 bends. Dogs at the boxes then for trial 19. Epic Diamond in 2. JK Craze in 5. Head runs then for trial 19. Stand by. Set. Ready. And off. That's 5, the first to show. JK Craze quickly asserting and showing early pace into the turn. Just runs off there. Just lost the footing slightly. Going so quick into the turn. But now straightens up. And now zooms away into the third bend. It's JK Craze. 3 lengths clear of Epic Diamond, who's trying to come back for more. Still showing signs of greenness out in front. JK Craze will go on and score by the best part of 2.25 lengths in the end from Epic Diamond, who put up a fist of it, it has to be said. But plenty left on the track by the brindle son of Good News. JK Craze caught the eye there. And the result of trial 19 was first trap 5 JK Craze with the time of 23.74, 23.74. Second trap 2 Epic Diamond 23.90, 23.90. Next trial is trial 20. Trap 2 is Mikey's Mo, who's an unraced son of Ballymac Anton out of Mikey's Gift, an August 22 whelp. And trap 5 Kippar Direct, who's by Ballymac Anton out of Silver Solution, November 22. And after this trial there will be a break while the track is regraded. Dogs going in the traps then for trial 20. In the blue, we've got Mikey's Mo. In the orange, Kippar Direct. Headers on the move. Trial 20 then. Stand by. The dries away and a racing and early pace from Kippar Direct into the turn. Goes a length and a half clear of his rival. Ooh, just put the brakes on there somewhat. And it was left for Mikey's Mo now to go on. Mikey's Mo has gone around about 4 lengths clear of Kippar Direct, who's ran that bend a little bit better. It has to be said, a little bit better. But Mikey's Mo going on well clear. Mikey's Mo, a resounding success, beats Kippar Direct quite easily in the end. Results trial 20s. First trap 2, Mikey's Mo, 24.15, 24.15. Second trap 5, Kipper Direct, 24.73. And there'll be a break, a final break while the track is regraded, and then we will have the final trials 21 through to 25 in today's sales. So the next trial is trial 21. Trap 2 is Perfecto Kiwi, a blue son of Droopy's Sydney out of Scooter. We've seen this breeding in the sale already today. And trap 5 is Anthony, who's a son of Brett Lee out of Oi Oi U Penalty. Interesting breeding there, September 22. Hair runs then for trial 21. Interestingly bred greyhounds here. Lids rise away and racing. Slight preference there for Anthony leaving the boxes and showing slightly better early dash as well. Steering a middle to wide course. All two Perfecto Kiwi just run over the back of the leader there at the second bend and lost lengths. But it's Anthony with around about a 3-length lead now from Perfecto Kiwi, who's trying to come back for more now after that trouble at the second turn. Straightening up for the judge, and Anthony goes on and scores by 9-5 lengths in the end from Perfecto Kiwi, who is keeping on round to the pickup. Anthony, the winner of trial 21. Result of trial 21 was first trap 5 Anthony, and his winner's time was 23.59, 23.59. And second trap 2 Perfecto Kiwi, 23.87. Next trial is trial 22. Trap 1 is Awkward Silence, who's a daughter of King Sheeran, October 22, out of Late Hyena. And trap 4 is Kunoff Violet, a daughter of Grangeview 10, out of Kunoff Bell, November 22. So that's trial 22. Upcoming next. The two ladies in opposition here. Awkward Silence, daughter of King Sheeran. And in the black jacket of 4, Kunoff Violet, daughter of Grangeview 10. Head runs. Head behind traps. Stand by. And away we go. And a good start from Kunoff Violet. Came out with aplomb and quickly has a 2.5 length lead into the turn. Just lost sight of the hare, I think, there. Awkward Silence, and checked the stride going into the first turn. As down the back straight, Kunoff Violet has gone some 5 lengths clear into the penultimate turn. Again, greenness on the turns, Awkward Silence, but it's Kunoff Violet out in front and in control and racing away with this and winning in style. Kunoff Violet then, and all the way victor of trial 22. The result of trial 22 was first track 4 Kunoff Violet, and the winner's time there was 24.10, 24.10. Second track 1 Awkward Silence, 24.60, 24.60. Next trial is trial 23. Track 2 is Optimum Caliber, who's a son of Skywalker Canny out of New Inn Melody, September 22 age. And 5 is Black Taffeta. Similar breeding there, a sister to Optimum Caliber for trial 23, our next trial, where they're out on parade. Behind the boxes then for trial 23, we've got list of comrades here. The brother, Optimum Caliber, the dog in 2, and the sister, track 5, Black Taffeta, just going in now. That's it, they're all locked and loaded, just about to be checked over by the starter. And the hare is on the move. Hare runs then for trial 23. Stand by. And away we go. Just slipping slightly at the start there was Black Taffeta. Handed the initiative to Optimum Caliber, but trying to rush up, but lost footing again, Black Taffeta at the turn. So it's Optimum Caliber who's had all the breaks so far in this trial and gone on around about 3 lengths clear from Black Taffeta, who's trying to maintain the gallop, trying to close on her brother. Up towards the line though, Optimum Caliber keeping on strongly. Black Taffeta just showing signs of greenness and lost her footing at the initial turn and gave the advantage to her brother. But you can see there she's kept on stoutly round to the drop. 2 beating 5 in trial 23, times to follow. Result trial 23 was first trap 2 Optimum Caliber, 23.72, 23.72. Second trap 5 Black Taffeta, 24.10, 24.10. The next trial is trial 24. Trap 2 is Rural Lahaina, who's a daughter of Droopy Sydney out of Rural Aloha, September 22 whelp. And trap 5 is Hasty Blondie, who's a dark brindle daughter of Pastana out of Martinstown Zip, in April 22. And these pair are approaching the traps for this penultimate trial of the day. That's it, they're all loaded for trial 24. Hare runs. Makes its way round to the boxes then. Trap 2, Rural Lahana. 5, Hasty Blondie. Stand by. Gates lift and offer and racing and bombing out there was Hasty Blondie. Didn't forget to trap by any means. Showing pace into the turn is the 2. Just got forced to check the stride there at the turn, Rural Lehana. And down the back straight, Hasty Blondie has gone here. Some 4 or 5 lengths clear. But Rural Lehana is trying to pick up and trying to show pace and trying to come back for more as they turn off the last bend in view of the judge. And it's Hasty Blondie going on to success. Wins by around about 4 or 5 lengths in the end. Hasty Blondie, Rural Lehana, she was forced to check at the first turn and she showed signs of greenness, but she did show pace down the back straight, to be fair to her. Trial 24 goes to the orange. Results of trial 24 was first trap 5, Hasty Blondie, with a winner's time of 24.10, 24.10. And second trap 2, Rural Lehana, in 24.38 recorded time. The 25th and final trial of the day is a solo trial. We announced earlier on that Asian Camilla is not here today, lot 49. So Stone Park Shadow, who is a son of Broad Strand Bono out of Yahoo Polina, School of Annie Shadow's mother. So September 22, nicely bred youngster having a solo trial for our 25th and final sales trial of the day. Here we go then. Final trial. Comes out the boxes nicely, just moves to a middle to Rouse course into the turn. Just changed his legs a little bit going at the bend. Very puppyish and lost his footing there as well, did Stone Park Shadow. It's all new to him here at Crayford. Steering about a middle to Rouse course now. Coming round the last 2 turns. And again, very, very green, this Greyhound. And up towards the line. Yeah, sees it out well enough. Stone Park Shadow, an unraced type, showing signs of big greenness there, but obviously very well bred and lots of potential. Time to follow. And the time for Stone Park Shadow was 24.33. So just scooting back through some of the notable performances time-wise. In trial 6, Honestly No Rush, who's a son of Droopy Sydney out of Monami, a really well-bred September 22 whelp, showed early dash and topped the times here with a 23.32. Also of merit, there was Anthony, who was in trial 21. He clocked a 23.59, showing again nice early dash, and again breeding of note. Brett Lee out of OIU Penalty, again September 22 whelp. And there were a couple of nice efforts as well from the Droopy's kennel in trial 16, notably Droopy's Sunbeam, who raced the bend notably really well and showed nice back straight pace and clocked a 23.60 and beating the kennel mate Droopy's Isabel, who led early in a 23.80. So they were the times of note, because obviously there's different greyhounds for different pockets and budgets, and the sales will commence, we're hoping, in around about 12:30.